here's how the factor theorem works. You're going to have a function. In this case, my function is x cubed plus x squared minus 4x minus 4. Okay? I'm trying to show that x minus 2 is a factor of that function. Now, x minus 2 is in a bracket. Let's say if x minus 2 was equal to 0, what would x be equal to? 2. Now, if x minus 2 is a factor, then f2 has to be equal to 0. In this case, x minus 2 is a factor. So all you're going to do is substitute it in. Sub in 2 into x. So 2 cubed plus 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 4. What does that give you? 0. So that means x minus 2 is a factor. So if you were to factorize your function, one set of brackets will be x minus 2. That's what that means. Okay? So let's apply that to this case. Your function is 2x cubed plus x squared minus 18x minus 9. In this case, they haven't told you what a potential factor could be. You need to work it out. This is going to take a bit of trial and error. So here's what I want you to do. Start with, let's say, f minus 1. Do you get 0? If you get 0, then it is a factor. So it is factor. If you don't get 0, then it's not a factor. Okay? Start with f minus 1 and then take it from there. So when you sub in f minus 1, you get 8. So it's not a factor. Okay, try something else. f0 definitely doesn't work because that gives you minus 9. Does f1 work? Nope. f1 gives you minus 24. So what number does work? 3. f3 gives you 0, which means x minus 3 is a factor. Does that make sense? X minus 3 is a factor of your function. The question is asking us to fully factorize. So, take x minus 3 and use that to divide 2x cubed plus x squared minus 18x minus 9. Can you try that for me, please? So here you're going to have 2x squared. You times it, 2x cubed minus 6x squared. You minus them, 7x squared. Bring this down. So plus 7x times it over, 7x squared minus 21x. You minus the 2, you end up with 3x. bring this all the way down, minus 9. Do the same thing again, plus 3, 3x minus 9, remainder 0. So, when factorizing, x minus 3 is one bracket, which we got by using the factor theorem. The other bracket is 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. You can take this a step further and factorize this into double brackets. Can you try that for me, please? So you should have gotten 2x plus 1 and x plus 3. There you go. That is the function fully factorized. Okay. Have a look at question 6 for me, please. First things first is find one bracket. You know it's an x cubed term. You know there's going to be 3 sets of brackets. Find one of them. You can find one of them by doing the factor theorem. And when doing the factor theorem, if you sub in f minus 1, you get 0, which means x plus 1 is a factor. You're going to use that x plus 1 to divide x cubed minus 10x squared plus 19x plus 30. When you divide that, x squared, x cubed plus x squared, you get minus 11x squared. Bring that down. Minus 11x, minus 11x squared, minus 11x. You end up with 30x. Bring this down. Plus 30. 30x plus 30, remainder 0. So that means your first set of bracket is x plus 1, and then x squared minus 11x plus 30. Now you can split that quadratic into x minus 5, x minus 6. There you go, fully factorized. And that is how you use the factor theorem.